Are you tired of feeling like you're constantly struggling to make ends meet? It might be time to take a closer look at your financial habits. Establishing good financial habits is necessary to make the most of your income and investments. Learning to save, invest, and use money effectively can help you increase your wealth rather than deplete it. Poor financial habits can have severe repercussions in the long term. Not only will your bank account remain empty, but it will also lead to a stressful, anxious, and desperate lifestyle. Remember that proper financial management is vital for mental and economic health. Forming bad habits now may not seem like a big deal, but if you don't change them, the consequences can be serious in the long run. Hi, my name is Mohit, and I teach people about money, personal finance, and investing. If you are interested in improving your financial future, subscribe and hit the like button if this video is helpful. Here are 9 bad money habits that you should avoid to secure your financial future. Number 9. Not having a budget. Spending money carelessly can be a common occurrence when you're not budgeting. Even for things you may not necessarily need, it's very easy to overspend if there is no budget. Creating a spending plan can help mitigate this issue and ensure your finances are managed accordingly. Even when items are on sale, it is best to consider if it is something we need. Shopping impulsively can lead to overspending. Therefore, remember that just because something is on sale doesn't mean we have to buy it. Uncontrolled expenditure directly impacts your finances and can cause major financial setbacks. You need to start monitoring your spending and creating a budget to keep your finances on track. This will help you become more aware of your spending habits, enabling you to make smarter choices with your money. Number 8. Lack of emergency savings. A lack of emergency funds is a common factor in financial difficulties. It's important that short-term savings are available to cover sudden expenses or unexpected payments. Emergency savings are essential as they can be used to overcome financial hardship in unexpected situations. A lack of emergency savings increases the chances of falling into debt if a sudden problem occurs. It is important to be prepared for any eventuality, as life can be unpredictable, and things can go wrong without warning. A lack of emergency savings is a common problem for many people, and there are 2 primary causes. Low incomes can make it difficult to save money, as any disposable income is quickly spent. Additionally, when people have money, they spend it rather than allocate some for a rainy day fund. Developing an emergency fund to break free from financial insecurity is essential. This can help provide a cushion in case of an unanticipated expense that could otherwise leave you broke. It's important to have an emergency fund with 3 to 6 months of expenses saved in the bank. Even though it may seem hard to save, start small and gradually increase your savings over time. Even $5 a week can add up quickly. That way, you'll have peace of mind knowing you're covered if something goes wrong. Number 7. Keeping up with the Joneses. Maintaining the same lifestyle as your friends and neighbors can be quite costly. Focusing on achieving your financial goals rather than worrying about what others have would be beneficial. Like most people, you're probably keeping up with the Joneses. You know who they are, the family down the street with the new car, the big house, and the perfect life. The Joneses may appear wealthy, but they could be in the same financial situation as you. Most likely, they are living from one paycheck to the next and have accumulated a lot of debt. The difference is they've learned to live below their means, and they save money instead of spending it. If you want to be like the Joneses or even better off, you must change your money habits. Taking a proactive approach to budgeting is the best way to achieve financial security. Creating a saving habit requires setting aside at least 10% of your monthly income to build an emergency fund. Doing so will help you avoid unnecessary spending and live within your means, which is critical for achieving long-term financial stability. Number 6. Not tracking your spending. Keeping track of your money is essential to stay financially afloat. To effectively manage your finances, you must be familiar with your spending habits and patterns. Without knowledge of where the money goes, it's impossible to make the right changes to succeed. Financial planning is important for everyone, yet some ignore it and just wing it. This lack of awareness can lead to debt and financial issues, making it hard to get back on track. To mitigate this, keep track of your expenses and plan your budget to prevent any potential troubles. Keeping a record of your expenses is highly recommended by financial experts. Doing so can be tedious, but it's an effective way to gain insight into where your money is going and allows you to take control of your finances. Keeping a close eye on what you spend can help you make the right changes needed to meet your financial goals and put aside some money. Monitoring your expenses is the first step towards achieving these goals. Number 5. Making impulse purchases. Impulsive buying is an all-too common phenomenon that can seriously hurt your finances. When you purchase without considering the consequences, it's called an impulsive purchase, which can deplete your savings and prevent you from reaching financial stability. Impulse buying can get you into serious financial trouble if not managed carefully. Those purchases are often driven by an emotional response such as joy or anger, and while they can bring a quick sense of gratification, they will only leave you out of pocket in the long run. It's important to take some time to evaluate your spending habits to prevent further damage. To stop yourself from making impulsive purchases, create a shopping list beforehand. This will help you remain focused on the necessities and avoid buying things that are not needed. Additionally, set a spending budget for your shopping trip and stick to it so that you don't exceed your limits or buy something extra. Staying away from shopping when you're feeling emotional can be beneficial. During such times, you may tend to make impulsive decisions which might not be the best choice, and you may regret them later. Take your time when making buying decisions. If you come across an item on sale but are not certain that it's something you need, don't rush into it. Wait a day or two to see if the desire to buy is still there. You'll most likely figure out that the item is unnecessary after all. Number 4. You don't diversify. Diversifying your investments is a very important step to securing your finances. It helps reduce the risk and ensure that your portfolio remains unaffected even during downturns. Warren Buffett has famously said that diversification is protection against ignorance, and this holds for everyone when it comes to managing their wealth. Diversifying your investment portfolio is a good way to mitigate potential losses in any area. Allocating money across different asset classes, industries, and geographical regions can help balance any declines in one set of investments with gains in another. To maintain financial stability, it is essential to have a diverse portfolio of investments. This will help ensure that you can withstand market fluctuations and still keep your finances secure. Without diversification, you're essentially putting all your eggs in one basket, and that's a recipe for disaster. Number 3. Lacking a financial plan. The majority of Americans lack a personal financial plan. A survey by Schwab in 2021 revealed that only 33% of adults in the United States have a documented financial strategy. Creating a financial plan is critical for improving your finances. Without one, you are more likely to make unwise decisions regarding money, such as indulging in impulsive purchases or costly investments. These could leave you feeling broke and in debt. Without proper financial planning, you might find it difficult to build a retirement fund or deal with sudden expenses. Creating a written action plan is essential to ensure you are always on the right path with your finances. A great way to ensure financial success is by setting realistic and achievable goals for you and your family, establishing a budget, and then tracking your progress. You may also want to consider consulting with a financial professional who can provide guidance and support as you get started. Number 2. Paying lots of taxes. Paying taxes is an unavoidable part of living in a society, as they contribute to the common good by funding the government. Nevertheless, it can be quite a burden for many individuals, especially those with insufficient financial means. Fortunately, there are ways to pay your taxes and also save money in the process. For instance, one strategy is to use a tax-advantaged account such as a 401k or IRA. You can save money on your taxes by taking advantage of itemized deductions. These deductions can apply to various things, including mortgage interest, charity work, and medical expenses. It is well worth looking into the details of this strategy, as it could help you reduce your overall tax bill. Apart from taking advantage of tax credits and potentially saving up to $1,000 on your taxes, You could also consider negotiating with the IRS for a payment plan if you are having trouble paying your full tax amount at once. Number 1. Inflating your lifestyle. Spending more money than you earn can lead to debt and financial hardship. Living beyond your means is not sustainable and should be avoided. When you receive a salary increase, it's common to adjust your lifestyle and start spending more. However, this often results in decreasing the amount saved from your income. If, for example, you make an annual income of $50,000 and spend $40,000 of it, you would be living on 80% of your salary while saving 20% of it. While if the salary is raised to $60,000 a year, but you spend $50,000 of that amount, then the savings rate will be reduced to 17%. Lifestyle creep can be a major hindrance to achieving financial freedom. If you find yourself spending more and more money as your income grows, without investing or saving it, you may not be getting closer to your goals. To counter this issue, it is important to stay conscious of how much you're spending and manage it carefully as your salary increases. A great way to manage your income is by following the 50-30-20 rule. This means allocating 50% of your earnings towards essential bills and necessities such as rent and groceries. 30% should go towards desirable items like travel and leisure, then saving or investing the remaining 20%. Overall, it is crucial to be mindful of your financial habits and to take proactive steps to improve them to achieve financial stability and prosperity. Please share this video with all your friends so they can also know about the habits that keep them poor, and if you have not already done so, please subscribe and leave us a like. See you in an upcoming episode.